Chapter 2 of 365 Foreign Dishes. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Lucy Perry. 365 Foreign Dishes by Unknown. February. 1. Oriental Canapés. Take some lobster or crab meat and pound in a mortar. Mix with 1 tablespoonful of butter. Season with salt and pepper, a pinch each of mustard, cayenne, nutmeg and curry powder, and moisten with lemon juice. Cut small rounds of toasted bread, scoop out some of the centre, fill with the mixture and cover with a curry sauce. Sprinkle with fine breadcrumbs and let bake in the oven a few minutes. Serve hot. 2. Haggis, Scotch. Chop a sheep's tongue, liver and heart and 1 pound of bacon. Add 2 large chopped onions. Season with 1/4 teaspoonful of red pepper and 1 teaspoonful of mixed herbs and salt to taste. Mix with 1 pint of toasted oatmeal, 2 beaten eggs and the grated rind and juice of a lemon. Then clean the pouch of the sheep and fill with the mixture. Lay in boiling water and let boil 3 hours. Serve with apple sauce. 3. Austrian braised tongue. Boil a large fresh beef tongue in salted water until tender. Remove the tongue and lard it with thin strips of bacon. Sprinkle with paprika. Lay in a baking pan. Add 1 onion sliced thin and 1 cup of the water in which the tongue was cooked and pour over 1 pint of cream. Let bake in a moderate oven. Baste often with the sauce. Serve hot and pour over the sauce. Garnish with parsley. 4. Russian omelette. Chop 2 shallots with a little parsley and cook in hot water. Add 2 tablespoonfuls of caviar and a teaspoonful of lemon juice. Season to taste. Beat 4 eggs with 1 tablespoonful of cream, salt and pepper, and fry in an omelette pan with hot butter until done. Put the mixture in the centre, turn in the ends and serve at once. 5. Madras potato curry. Cut boiled potatoes into thin slices, then fry 1 chopped onion in 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Add 3 ounces of grated coconut, 1 teaspoonful of curry powder, and 1 cup of milk, salt and cayenne pepper to taste. Let boil up. Add the sliced potatoes and a sprig of parsley, chopped. Let simmer a few minutes and serve hot. 6. Swiss baked eggs. Melt 1 ounce of butter in a baking pan, then cover the bottom of the pan with thin slices of Swiss cheese. Break in 6 eggs, sprinkle with salt and pepper. Pour over 4 tablespoonfuls of cream. Sprinkle with grated Swiss cheese and let bake in the oven to a delicate brown. Serve hot. 7. Jewish stewed shad. Clean and cut a shad into large slices. Sprinkle with salt, pepper and ginger. Put on to boil with 1 sliced onion, 1 bay leaf, a few cloves, 2 sprigs of parsley and half a cup of vinegar. When done, remove the fish to a platter, add half a cup of raisins, 1 tablespoonful of butter, half a cup of pounded almonds, 1 glass of wine, 1 tablespoonful of brown sugar and a pinch of cinnamon. Let boil until done and pour over the fish. Garnish with sliced lemon and sprigs of parsley and serve cold. 8. Bombay spinach. Boil the spinach in salted water until tender, drain and chop fine. Fry 1 chopped onion in 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Add the chopped spinach, a pinch of pepper and curry powder. Cover and let simmer 5 minutes. Serve on a platter with stewed prawns and garnish with croutons. 9. Spanish fricasseed shrimps. Heat 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Add 1 onion chopped and 2 cups of tomatoes. Let fry, then stir in 1 tablespoonful of flour. Add half a cup of water. Let boil. Add 1 quart of shrimps, salt, pepper and parsley. Let all cook 20 minutes. Stir in the yolk of an egg. Remove from the fire. Put some boiled rice on a platter, add the shrimps and pour over the sauce. Serve very hot. 10. Irish baked potatoes. Peel and boil potatoes in salted water until tender. Drain and mash with a lump of butter. Put in a well-buttered baking dish a layer of the potatoes and a layer of fried breadcrumbs until the dish is full. Moisten with beaten eggs, well seasoned with salt and pepper, and 3 tablespoonfuls of milk. Put in the oven to brown. Serve with boiled fish. 11. Russian stewed chicken. Cut a fat chicken into pieces at the joints and let stew, well seasoned with salt and pepper. Then add some small whole onions, some cauliflower, mushrooms and 1 cup of French peas. Let all cook until tender, then serve hot on a large platter. 12. Dutch baked mackerel. Place the mackerel in a baking dish. Sprinkle with pepper and chopped parsley. Cover with fried breadcrumbs and bits of butter and moisten with cream. Then bake until brown on top and serve hot with stewed potatoes. 13. Polish roast mutton. Season a leg of mutton with salt, pepper and a pinch of cloves. Lay in a baking pan with 1 sliced onion, 2 celery roots, 3 cloves of garlic and 2 carrots cut fine, 1 bay leaf, a sprig of thyme and a few peppercorns. Pour over 1 cup of vinegar and 1 cup of hot water. Dredge with flour and let bake in a hot oven. Baste often with the sauce in the pan until nearly done. Then add 1 pint of sour cream and let bake until done. Thicken with flour, boil up and pour over the roast. 14. Italian sugar cakes. Beat 1 1/2 pounds of sugar and ½ pound of butter to a cream. Add 4 yolks of eggs, a pinch of salt and nutmeg. Stir in ½ pound of flour, 4 ounces of currants, 2 ounces of chopped almonds, 1 tablespoonful of citron and candied orange peel, chopped fine. Add the whites, beaten stiff, and bake in small, well-buttered cake tins until done. Then cover with a thin icing. 15. Oriental stewed prawns. Clean and pick 3 dozen prawns. Heat some dripping in a large saucepan. Add the prawns, 1 chopped onion, salt, pepper, and 1 teaspoonful of curry powder. Add 1 pint of stock and let simmer half an hour until tender. Serve on a border of boiled rice. Garnish with fried parsley. 16. Swiss steak. Season a round steak with salt, black pepper and paprika. Dredge with flour and let fry in hot lard on both sides until brown. Then add some sliced onions and moisten well with tomato sauce. Cover and let simmer half an hour. Serve on a hot platter with mashed potatoes. 17. Berlin herring salad. Soak the herring overnight. Remove the milch and mash fine. Cut off the head, skin and bone. Chop the herring. Add chopped apples, pickles, potatoes, olives and capers. Put in the salad bowl. Then add the yolk of a hard-boiled egg to the mashed milch, mustard, 1 teaspoonful of sugar mixed with 1/4 cup of vinegar and a little lemon juice, salt and pepper. Pour the sauce over the salad and garnish with olives and sliced lemon. 18. German lentil soup. To 1 gallon of soup stock, add 1 quart of lentils. Let boil until lentils are soft with 1 sliced onion. Then add some small sausages. Let boil 5 minutes. Season to taste and serve the soup with the sausages and croutons fried in butter. 19. French spiced venison. Rub the venison with salt, pepper, vinegar, cloves and allspice. Then put in a baking pan. Pour over a cup of melted butter. Add 1 onion sliced, some thyme, parsley, the juice of a lemon and a cup of hot water. Let bake, covered, in a hot oven. Baste often with the sauce when nearly done. Sprinkle with flour, add a glass of sherry and let brown. Serve with celery and currant jelly. 20. Spanish mushrooms. Drain 1 can of mushrooms and heat 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Add 6 shallots and 1 clove of garlic chopped fine, some parsley and thyme, and the mushrooms. Let all fry a few minutes, then add the mushroom liquor and 2 tablespoonfuls of white wine, salt and pepper to taste. Let simmer 5 minutes and serve hot on slices of toast. 21. Vienna noodle pudding. Boil some fine noodles in salted water for 10 minutes. Let drain. Beat the yolks of 5 eggs with 1 cup of pulverized sugar and mix with the noodles. Add ½ a cup of raisins, ½ a cup of pounded almonds, a pinch of cinnamon and the whites of the eggs beaten to a froth. Put in a well-buttered pudding dish and bake until brown. Serve hot with lemon sauce. 22. Dutch sweet potato puff. Peel and boil 3 sweet potatoes in salted water until tender. Then mash well with 3 beaten yolks of eggs, 1 cup of milk, 3 tablespoonfuls of butter, 2 tablespoonfuls of sugar, pinch of nutmeg and lemon juice. Beat the whites with a pinch of salt to a stiff froth. Add to the potatoes and put in a well-buttered baking dish and bake. Serve hot. 23. Spaghetti, Italian. Boil ½ a pound of spaghetti until tender. Drain. Heat 1 tablespoonful of butter. Stir in ½ a pound of grated cheese, salt and pepper. Then add 1 cup of milk. Let boil and pour over the spaghetti. Sprinkle with salt, pepper and grated cheese and let bake in the oven until done. Serve hot. 24. Russian beet soup. Boil 5 medium-sized beets until tender, then chop and add to a highly seasoned chicken broth. Add the juice of 1 lemon, some cinnamon and nutmeg. Let boil 15 minutes. Then add 1 glass of red wine mixed with a teaspoonful of brown sugar. Let boil a few minutes longer and serve with fried croutons. 25. Boulettes. Chop and mince 1 pound of round steak, 1 onion and 2 sprigs of parsley. Add 1 tablespoonful of lemon juice, 2 tablespoonfuls of melted butter. Season highly with salt, black pepper and a pinch of cayenne. Mix with 1 egg and form into balls. Roll in flour and fry in deep hot lard until brown. Serve hot with tomato sauce. 26. Baden stewed lentils. Boil 1 quart of lentils until tender. Then heat 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Add 1 chopped onion and stir in 1 tablespoonful of flour until brown. Add some cold water mixed with vinegar. Let boil and pour the sauce over the lentils. Season with salt and pepper and serve with small boiled sausages. Sprinkle the top with breadcrumbs, fried in butter until brown. 27. Duck or champignon. Clean and season a pair of wild ducks and cut into pieces at the joints. Heat 2 tablespoonfuls of butter in a saucepan. Add the ducks, 1 large onion chopped fine, 2 cloves of garlic and 1 herb bouquet chopped. Cover and brown a few minutes. Add 1 cup of water and stew until tender. Then add half a can of mushrooms and 1 glass of claret and let simmer until done. 28. Hungarian beef stew. Cut beef into small pieces. Heat some dripping in a saucepan. Add the meat, salt and black pepper. Cover and let stew half an hour. Then add 3 potatoes cut into diced pieces, 1 onion sliced thin, 1 cup of hot water and half a teaspoonful of paprika. Let all cook until tender. Then add some chopped parsley and thicken the sauce with flour mixed in half a cup of milk. Let cook a few minutes and serve hot. End of February. Recording by Lucy Perry in Bath on September the 20th, 2009.